Hey everybody, we're watching Watchmen, Season 1, Episode 2. The last one was a ride. As I was editing the first episode, of course I got to watch it again because I'm going through it and chopping it up, whatever. I noticed Robert Redford is on the poster in the background of the children's, of the classroom. Along with that squid poster, I noticed. What the hell's with the squid? I'm still confused. Why the hell is it raining squid? I'm assuming it's because the dimensional thing that they mentioned later. But that's weird as hell. So Robert Redford is the president. Was a president? Is a president. Whatever. And I guess he made a program for Redfordations for, you know, whatever. I don't know. I want to watch this next episode. Maybe it'll clear up a few things because I'm still confused and what the heck. So let's start.
Do you enjoy the same rights as the white people do in America?
Didn't this actually happen?
Or aren't you rather treated
This actually happened.
as
Second-class
Flyers.
citizens? Can you get a seat in a theater where white people
I
sit?
kind of love this show.
Throw it away and come over to the German line. And you will find friends who will help you along.
Black people were killed right alongside Jewish people and gay people and Jehovah's Witnesses and a whole bunch of other people in World War II. So, though points were made. Okay, I don't know what that means at all. She didn't just arrest him? I'm confused. Damn. It's like she had a breakdown and then she went into full costume and, you know, I'm sure she'll be stoic again. You know what I mean?
Fill out my pills, please.
Why don't you use your powers and float them on over?
Okay, fine. I'm not Dr. Manhattan.
Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan.
I'm Will. Who are you?
The way he said, he's like, I'm Will, who are you? Does she not know who she is or something? Or is he just like making her question herself right now? Because she didn't even arrest him.
I'll be right there.
That was giving me weird Get Out vibes. Like the chick when she's on the phone with, what's his face's friend. She's like, oh my god. Fuck you in this soundtrack, dude. So I'm assuming the police force is like this, like all over the country, not just like in this one city or town or whatever, right? What's his name? Do we know his name? Have they said it yet?
Where shall I begin?
I'm just gonna call him Silver Surfer.
Violent asphyxiation. Both his palms got rope burns. He's got fibers in his fingernails. He was alive the whole time.
Damn. I really hope they
Until
do
it wasn't.
not show that. Thank you.
Kids were there.
Your kids.
Fuck you, you shiny fuck. What are you interrogating me now?
Why would I interrogate you?
You're a cold motherfucker, Glass.
Then why am I crying under here?
Well, cope with your grief better, sir.
Oh, that must be Santa Claus. Huh?
There's somebody in our house.
Is this when she got shot? I know she lives, but I'm still like, I'm still sitting here like, yes. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Change his clothes. Promise not to keep an eye on you.
Thanks, Captain.
Judd.
Oh, so he was there too.
But I was home.
Why they?
Fucker
I
in
don't
a
think right.
Rorschach came through the window and shot me, so I blew his fucking face off. You got your guy too, and stabbed him and he bled out in your kitchen.
There were two though. What happened to
I
him?
reckon there's somebody up there looking out for you. Names and addresses, they're all resigning.
I'm not fucking quitting.
Well, I guess I won't quit either.
Okay, so this is why they're such good friends and why they're so close. Shared trauma.
I let you down.
Oh my god, this coat is so sexy, I swear to god. See, no, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. I do not approve. Racist asshole pieces of shit, yes. And I would want to do this too. Maybe even enjoy it a little bit. A lot. Enjoy it a lot. But you can't do that. Police officers. Regular people, questionable. But you can't do that. You have to have some kind of like line.
Do this.
Yeah, no, let's not do this. Just anger. Excuse me. Wasn't there a 24-hour release on the guns too? This is gonna get bad. It's unnecessary until it is.
Your Uncle Judd is dead. Somebody hung him from a tree.
Okay. He was a policeman. Policemen die. Don't tell Rosie and Emma yet. I'll handle it tomorrow.
All right.
He's a good older brother. Also, how is that floating? And I want it.
Can I watch TV?
Yes, baby. You can watch TV.
Of the U.S. government. This program contains graphic
So
language,
he just keeps that on like pretty much all the time,
nudity,
even at home.
misogyny, racism, anti-Semitism, hate crimes, and
Is that a,
depictions
what
of
are they
sexual
making? Is that a
assault.
ball? Damn, this is like the longest trigger warning ever.
The last photo that will ever be taken of me. Rolf Muller, circus strongman. Except that's not me.
He's
I just
missing
need
a
people
shoe.
to think it is, so they'll stop looking. I'm not ready to tell you who I really am. If I did, you wouldn't watch until the end. So let's start at the beginning.
If I did, you wouldn't watch until the end. And he was missing a shoe, and he said he faked his own death. So is that a clue about Judd? Okay. Isn't that how the guy in the red? Okay. Beat up the guy, the journalist, the media person, the moth person.
I just want you to know whatever resources y'all need to get the animals who did this, they're yours.
Oh, I'm not a cop anymore. I retired.
Right. Of course. I'm sorry. Can I take those flowers?
He should know better than that. And how would he know that unless
Okay.
Judd told him? Oh, Jesus! Okay, I'm gonna say
So
something,
sorry.
and I'm sorry.
I came over here to
There are no
take
black
care of
people
you.
in that room. None.
No,
Oh, because what's his face said he had skeletons in his closet. Bitch. Okay. That's planted. I feel like this should have more meaning for me than it does right now. I don't. Oh, wasn't the title something with horses? I don't know. I feel like this should have more meaning to me than it does right now.
Fates.
What is happening?
I love you, John Osterman.
And I love you, Jamie
3,
Slater.
2, 1.
Tears for Tranquility, those damn tears. And the future, all
It's the
at
blue guy.
once.
He's the blue guy.
Boundless omniscience incarnate, swirling in the luminous plasma of a newborn
Is that Dr.
star.
Manhattan? The blue guy's Dr. Manhattan? He's just sitting there chill.
The fuck are you doing?
I'm cooking some eggs. You like them hard boiled?
Skeletons in the closet?
I'm not following you.
You said Crawford had skeletons in his closet, so I went and I looked in his fucking closet.
Oh, I didn't mean literally.
Tell me what the fuck is going on here or I'm taking you in.
If you wanted to take me in, you would have done it by now.
Accurate.
Angela Abar is your granddaughter.
You're under arrest.
For what? And then, like, you've been hiding him in your bakery for, like, a whole day. He went to the store, ate eggs, probably hid evidence. Oh, she's... That's your grandpa. They're just gonna take the whole car? I hope her purse isn't in there, or her keys. Not the focus here right now. Moment. When he said friends in high places, he meant literally. What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Same. So, I wasn't sure, so I had to watch this again. In the first scene, when she takes Will to the bakery, she hands him a cup of coffee. He just like downs it straight, and it's like steaming hot. And then in the last scene, he reaches in and gets eggs out of the pot. Is he like impervious to heat? Is he a Targaryen? Is he Dr. Manhattan? In some form? Like, well, I don't know. She's a descendant of him. Can Dr. Manhattan have kids? I don't know. So, P.S. Dr. Manhattan is the blue guy. I'm like, I know there's a blue guy in here somewhere. I'm assuming Dr. Manhattan cannot have children, though. So, she wouldn't be a descendant of his, right? If he were Dr. Manhattan. So, he was lying. But obviously, he's some kind of like God, I don't know. And he said he has friends in high places. Like, literally, they like took him up. Who are they? So many questions. I know the painting on the wall probably has some kind of like significance that I'm just not picking up on, because they're horses, and the title said something about the horses and whatever the hell. The guy that was in the Minutemen show, it said, he said he faked his own death. He had one shoe on, and then he said, you know, but who am I, whatever. And he said, if I told you, you wouldn't watch until the end. Is this a connection to Judd? Because as soon as they showed that body floating in the water with the one shoe, and then said he said he faked his death, I'm like, did Judd fake his death? Is he not obviously he has something to hide unless he's being set up. But I don't know what the hell. Will said to Angela, if I were to give you everything all at once, your mind wouldn't be able to take it or explode, whatever. Fucking trick, because right now I'm having like, my brain can't handle all this. But then also the guy, the vigilante guy, didn't he have an accent? Or am I just thinking about the other German guy? I don't know. But I feel like they're both from German, and the way he was banging that guy's head on the counter to kill him, I feel like that was a direct correlation to the guy in red doing that over and over. So are they connected? Are like they the same person? And how does that connect with Judd? I don't know. I could be reading way too much into that. That could just be like a nice move that the stunt people on the show like to do. So, Ron, or Hans Rupert's brother, whatever his name is, picked a tomato from a tree. But we saw at the end he has clones or robots. I'm thinking clones though, because they had to get, take the body out. It would have just been like parts or whatever, and he said put it with the other, so I'm assuming it's the clones. So obviously he's like messing with genetic shit, so maybe he's just messing with, tree plant stuff too. That's why it's a tomato growing from a tree. I thought that's crazy. By the way, their intro to that show was like the longest warning I've ever seen. Even if the kid is accompanied by an adult, they still do not recommend the kid see it. They're like, no, don't let your kid watch this. So, so their kids, her kids are her partner's children that she's raising. I guess they have visitation with their grandfather, but they aren't allowed to see him. Was he somehow connected to the Calvary at some point, and that's why he has like visitation, but not really? Probably not. He would probably be in jail, right? He's just an asshole. Okay. The ambush on Nixonville. They want answers. They're frustrated. They're grieving. They're all that stuff. But like, I do not agree. Like, I feel like that's a direct abuse of power. You want answers and stuff. Then fine, do some investigating and all that stuff. Interrogations and stuff. But to go and just start busting heads, like that's not the way to do it. I don't know. I mean, the part of me that would be pissed off would be like, fuck yeah, let's do this. But that's not how authority figures should handle that situation. I found out what the White Knight is. They went and killed 40 or attacked at least 40 police officers all at once. Killed a bunch of them, including Angela's partner, and a bunch of other ones just like resigned after that. And that's why they can cover their face. I like when she arrested the old man. I put old guy. Will. He's 105, he says. So this takes place in 2026. Like 6 years. Like she had that moment of kind of breaking down in the back, and then she put the uniform on and went into like, let's just fucking do this mode. And that kind of goes back to the beginning of the show when what's his name? I spelled Ralph, R-A-L-F. I was just writing real fast. When he said like he puts on the suit and he becomes like basically like another person, or that's kind of like his armor, and that's basically what Angela does too. But like she had that moment of frustration where she went through the mourning stage for like just a second, and then she put the uniform on. The old guy said that he needs his pills for memory, which would make sense because he's 105 years old. They're probably for something else, and he said he hasn't been here in a long time. I mean, the name of the show is Watchmen, and there's clocks and time stuff happening all over the other dimensions and stuff, so I feel like that's going to come back. So there's a new election coming up. It's Redford versus Keene. The guy at the newspaper stand was like, I'm not voting for either one of them motherfuckers. The little girl comes up and gets a stack of newspapers for somebody who they said was a woman. And because he was like, does she even read all of these? And the little girl's like, yeah. Who is in the car? Why is she reading the paper? I mean, here's the thing. There's always some sort of truth, even in lies. So you just kind of have to filter it out. So I guess they're reading the newspaper looking for clues of stuff that's happening. I want to know who's in the car. Silver Surfer. What's his name? I don't know what his name is yet. He's questioning Angela when he gets in the car when she arrives at the tree, the crime scene, and just a part of his process, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out what happened after he, the chief left Angela's house. But he's questioning her. She's like, "What the hell are you? Like, you're questioning me now?" He's like, pretty much like, "Yeah, should I? I don't know." But then he's like, "Your kids? What the fuck does that mean?" Yeah, they're my kids. They're my house. I'm raising them. I love them. They're my kids. That was rude as hell. Rude as hell. Her flashback to Christmas. The White Night happened on fucking Christmas Eve. Are you kidding me? Captain got shot in the shoulder. And I mean, that would make sense why they're so close. They have that shared trauma. And they kind of, she called him Captain. He was like Judd. And he said, called her whatever. And she said Angela. That was when they first started calling each other by their first names. So they have that bond with them. It's hard for me to believe that he has a whole double life going on, but hide in plain sight. That's the best way to blend in and whatever. So I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now. Like, we got some answers. Like, I got answers about things, but at the same time, I'm still confused as shit. So, yeah. Okay, I will see you in the next episode. Yeah. So, yeah. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Stay home. Bye. A special thank you to all my patrons over on Patreon. Don't forget, all the episodes are uploaded in full over on Patreon, as well as live streams that we have on Sundays, so come on over and join in the fun. Thank you very much. See you later.